Okay, so it won't just be like I'm just talking with Asuko just alone. So straight to our next conversation. The governor of Kwara State, Abdulrazaq, is not a happy man over insecurity in the north central state, but he is determined to tackle the monster. Governor Abdulrazaq has visited Kwara community in Kaiama local government area to commiserate with the people over the attacks that left several people dead. The governor condemned the attack on Kwara and Nuku communities of the local government area as barbaric and despicable. He added that everything will be done to protect the citizens, restating a presidential approval for immediate takeoff of Operation Savannah Field. Asukwo, when will the killings end? Because, yes, the governor has visited, the people of Kaiama, but the pressing question remains, what next? Should we expect, prompt military response?
Well, for this particular incident that happened, it is the most mindless, the most barbaric, and the most inhuman act I've ever seen in my life. This happened because they refused to join their mindless acts, their wicked acts. The people said they don't want to. They said they came to preach to them that they should join.
And
they said no, that is not what our religion, which is Islam, preaches. That Islam preaches peace and love. So it means that those we even call bandits, most of them, are not bandits. Because sometimes we just give them bandits. These are terrorists who are out to ensure that they conquer some places in Nigeria. And that is why I hope and I believe and I pray that the president will not sleep until these people are dealt with. Because what these guys did should make everybody in Nigeria to be angry. I know some people might not be angry because people just feel that, Shebi is
not in my area.
It's not in my area. No, but we are affected. Imagine them, because it was coordinated. And because it was coordinated, they knew that there will be lapses somewhere. They sent the letter, they gave the letter, because even when the chief, because I was trying to listen to what the Oba was saying, they said they sent the letter to security agencies. So the security agencies, that is where the lapse now came. So they didn't tell them when they were going to attack. And that is the modus operandi of these terrorists. They will just tell you, okay, we are going to come, but they won't tell you when. So the security agencies did not go there. They left there, they saw the letter, but they did not go there to go and, at least find a way to help those people or secure that area.
Asuko, some questions need to be answered.
Exactly.
You got the intelligence that, okay, they are coming, and you did not go there. Why didn't you go?
They said
it needs an answer.
Solid hours. That was when. So those guys spent 10 hours doing this carnage, committing this crime.
And after the fact, that's when the security agencies came. No, questions need to be answered.
So that is where. So if the security agencies got that intel, why didn't they station like a team, some police officers there? Even if it is 5, even if it is 10, let them have a semblance of police officers there. At least let's even know that some of them died during a gun duel. But they left that place. Because what those guys did was, it was simple. My reporter was saying, they came there, after they have left, they sent him. And then the people refused to join their so-called ideology, to follow their ideology. They came, they started burning. So in burning, some people, just like every other neighbor, you see your neighbor's house in flames, you will definitely come out to come and assist. And in coming out, that was when they started shooting and killing them. And they started going from house to house for 10 solid hours, and nobody did anything. Nobody said anything. So that is where people will begin to say that somebody somewhere actually dropped the ball. We must begin to hold people to account. Absolutely. Whereby they do not take, because people need to take responsibility. Did somebody get that intel? Why didn't the person actually share that intel? Let the security agencies go there and station there. Now we are mourning and we are burying people.
Okay. All right, we have someone joining us. Adi calling in from London. Adi, thank you so much for being a part of it.
Yes, I vote for my country. Honestly, because Mama Gide have said so many things on this issue. The northern leaders, how many emirs have condemned it till now? How many emirs have visited that place in London? Woman being, we're talking about woman being, human life, not chicken, not animal. Human being. When I listen to what they say there, a young man and a young lady just graduated from medical school. They brought them out and they finished them. When the governor was there, we were hearing it. I mean, what country, even Ghana, it can't happen. It can't happen. Why is it not happening in that place? Why are our own? And nobody is talking, nobody is saying anything from the north, nobody. And when they arrest them now, somebody will be shouting that he's grooming, this and that. How long are we going to endure this? When Trump comes now, they'll be shouting, Trump is coming. I think Trump should come and help us, because we need help.
Absolutely. But another thing is, now the governor's visited Kaiama, Kwara and Nuku communities. Do you think this would actually give them a semblance of hope? That now that the governor has visited?
I can tell you for free, the survivors there in that community will not want to stay there. And that is, unfortunately,
even though the governor has come to assure them that,
I can tell you, most people will not want to stay there. I can tell you for free, and that is what those terrorists want to do. They call themselves bandits, but to me, I keep saying that they are terrorists. Because that is what they want, that place to be empty. So it will look as if they have won. And so the governor will have to keep going there. I think the governor even slept there. He slept there overnight to at least give them a semblance of assurance that the place is safe. But we don't just want him to go there and leave. We want him to go there, make sure that a base is even set up in that. Kwara, all of a sudden, Kwara is becoming very hot.
I think it's the second time.
Yes.
If my memory is this is the second time. I think it happened late last year.
Yeah, and then this one, So Kwara is becoming very hot. And Kwara, Kogi is becoming very hot. Those two states.
Those two, exactly.
And very, very, it's like when once they attack here, they move to this place. When once they attack here, they come here. So for now, I feel what the two governors need to do is to sit down and see how they can collaborate. So Kwara, Kaduna, Niger, as well as Kogi governor, those 4 states need to sit down to see how they can tackle this. Because if they don't, I don't want to say anything, because my friends, my brothers and sisters are living in those areas. So they must sit down to begin to analyze what is happening in those areas, particularly the Kogi, Kwara area, because I feel that they live from Niger.
Just hold that thought. We have Adeyemo calling in from Ikorodu. Adeyemo, let's talk.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Good evening to Mr. Azuko, your studio. It's disheartening, and firstly, I want to pay my condolences to the people of Kwara State for what happened. But I must confess to you that just 7 months ago, the Yewata issue that happened in Benin, when we thought we'd be the last we ever witnessed in the country of that massacre we saw in Yewata. 7 months after, we have witnessed another one in Kwara. And if you look at it, it's only if you look at Benue, Kogi, Kwara, majority of these states in North Central are being targeted. And the issue is that the people carry out these wicked, dastardly acts. Are they spirit or are they human beings? Then, as great as our nation, Nigeria, is, we ought not to be going through this.
Yes.
Look at the bad light because the international community is reporting about massacre on lots of human beings. I think it is high time that the governors should be hardworking, take responsibility of their borders. We should talk of technology, have a drone deployed to monitor the borders. And these people, they are not serious. They carry out these acts for good 10 hours and they wait. It's question to be asked, where did they enter the soil? Did they enter, did they disappear into thin air? Can't we go after these people within 2, 3, 4 hours, up them down with our helicopter gunship, go out, patrol all the borders? Nigeria is great. We are great in Africa. We have the winter. We have all these things to do. Somebody should be taking responsibilities as a Nigeria, a country. It's not good. It's not good for me.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much.
It's very, very emotional, honestly.
Just
there's no how that you hear this and then you will not get so angry.
Exactly.
Those governors that we have mentioned, I want to believe, I know that they make calls, but this is not a call matter. They have commissioners who are in charge of their internal security, you know. They have to sit down and then begin to look at, okay, where are these people coming from? Yeah. Where do they like, are they the places that they might likely attack? Because these guys are, to me, they are not strong. They are weaklings. So what they do is they look for soft targets for them to attack.
I agree.
So the best thing is look for those soft targets, those places that we consider to be soft targets, and then begin to see how we can lure them in and then attack, deal with them. They can do that. You know, all these things are just for them to sit down, strategize on how they can secure the states. Okay. The 4 states that we have mentioned, Niger is very big. So the governor of Niger has a very, you know, he has one of the biggest.
All right, no problem, Asuko. Thank you so much. Okay, we need to go on this quick break. And when we return, Adekunle Yusuf is going to join us for the rest of the discussion as well. Don't go away. This is Journalist Hangout. All right, if you just joined us, it's still Journalist Hangout. I still have Asuko James right here with us. And also, just joining us, we have Adekunle Yusuf. Thank you so much for joining us. You're looking really good. But we're talking something really, really tragic right now. Talk about the situation in Kwara State. I mean, when will the killings end?
The killings will end when all of us, everybody, we choose to do the right thing.
Like what?
We choose to act in the best interest of ourselves, of our community. You see, Kwara was an extremely peaceful state until few months last year. And we had reports that they invaded the state from Niger State, from whatever. And from Kwara North and I think of Kwara South, I think that time it was about 6 local governments. What have we done? Why are we still having this recurrent crisis? Now, another one is added to it. And when you listen to, I say, Woro community in Kaiama, something like that, which makes like 7, you know, local governments now, you look at the community head. I saw him speaking on a live program on a TVC, you know, program, and it's so indicting. You will see how the whole thing happened, how the criminals wrote to the community, and they were talking about a very strange Islamic doctrine, whatever that is, you know, and how the head took this matter to the appropriate quarters.
They did the right thing.
Long before the tragedy. And when the tragedy struck, according to him, and nobody has come out to even debunk this, from 5 p.m. to around 3 a.m. Anyone, anywhere in the world, who listens to this, we want to conclude that ours is a failed state. We are not. And it shouldn't be by the words of our mouth. It should be due to the actions, state actions, that we are not a state, a failed state. Where does that happen? Crimes do occur, tragedies do occur, and all of that. But the way the state responds, that's what defines whether you are a failed state, a failing state, or you are not. Please, what I saw in that place, I felt so embarrassed. remember the president declared a state of emergency in the security sector.
Okay, security, okay.
What are we waiting for? We shout, we put all the thing on the military. The military is doing a lot. What about other security agencies?
Adekunle,
Yeah.
what will you tell the governor of Kwara State and also to the president as well, who is the...
They are not doing enough.
What will you tell them?
They are not doing enough. In a place where you can have like almost 200 people killed, we are not a failed state. And we want to see this happen in the action of the president and the governor, especially the governor of the state. Not in rhetoric or state visit or condolence visit. No! One life lost can never be,
Absolutely.
So we are saying people need to know what happened. The community head came out to say they brought a letter, they will do this, they will do that. Come on. We can come here and criticize the president, the governor of the state, the security agencies there. Come on, what has something is wrong? Something is wrong from the DA to the military to the police to the security, all the entire security government of Nigeria. Questions need to be
answered. All right, gentlemen. Really tragic, I tell you. But we need to go straight to our next conversation as well. The Southeast.